Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. The day before yesterday, the Supreme Court handed down a decision regarding birthright citizenship. This was a decision very important to a lot of people, and it didn't go in the way that President Trump wanted it to go. And so a lot of people are upset, and there's a lot of people who are happy about it. Me, on the other hand, it really doesn't matter because of technology. Technology is going to prevent birthright citizenship. What's going to happen in the future, the not so long future, because technology like this is already in use to a certain extent, but to enter the country, everyone's going to have a smartphone. They're going to have to download the immigration application, which is going to run in the background of their smartphone. And every transaction they do, they're going to have to use a QR code. It can be the tiniest transaction, such as that at a Starbucks or a McDonald's. Okay, that's going to track their location. Again, the app is always going to run in the background. Their whereabouts are always going to be known. And at some point, if the app is not on after so many minutes, that's going to trigger boots on the ground, someone going after them, and that'll potentially trigger a deportation. And so, but there'll be exception to the people who restart their phone, which is it's advised to do is to shut down, restart your smartphone once a week. But to rent anything, a car, that's going to require a scan. To rent an apartment or a house, they're going to scan the QR code, and they're not going to be able to hide anymore. They're not. Okay. Now, if you've seen any of my past videos, you know that I'm a dual citizen, U.S. Thai. Now in Thailand, their immigration system, it's going to eventually be similar to that here in the U.S. In Thailand, if a person wants to rent a car or a motorcycle, they have to prove to the merchant that they're legally in the country. If they want to check into a hotel, they have to show legal proof that they're in the country legally, and the hotel, by law, they have to report that to immigration, if I'm not mistaken, within 48 hours. Same thing if the foreigner rents a house. The property owner must report that to immigration, to the local immigration office, within 48 hours. And so they'll have something similar like that here, but it'll be much more enhanced. Again, immigration is going to have their own app that's going to run in the background, and it's almost going to be like an ankle monitoring system where people just sit there, law enforcement agents sit there and look at computer screens, and if someone cuts off the ankle monitor, boom, officers are going to be dispatched, and they'll catch that person shortly and put them back in jail. And so if anyone tries to disable the app, immigration officers will be dispatched. They'll go to the last known location, and within no time, they'll be apprehended and out of the country. And people who want to come here legally, whether it's a student visa, tourist visa, they're going to have to take a pregnancy test, probably at the airport before they even board the flight. And if they're pregnant, you're not boarding the plane. So there's other ways to skin a cat, and I don't think the Supreme Court decision really means anything, honestly. And so with technology, it can't be stopped. And the QR code, the app running in the background of their smartphone, they're going to try to play tricks, and people are going to play stupid games, and they're going to win stupid prizes. and they'll be out of the country. Because keep in mind, immigration, with the money they've received, the funding, they've become, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, the largest law enforcement agency in America. And they are heavily recruiting. So that's my take on the Supreme Court decision. I think it means nothing. And it's all about the new age technology, tracking people. And so that's it. Until then, take care.